Hello! In this video, we will be learning how to make dakji, which is a traditional South Korean game played using folded paper tiles. All you need to get started is 2 square sheets of paper. I am using blue and yellow printer paper cut into 6-inch squares. First, you want to fold the paper into thirds. Since it's a 6-inch square, I am folding at the 2-inch mark. After folding up at the 2-inch mark, you want to grab the top piece of paper and fold it down over your first fold. Next, what you want to do is take the left corner of the piece of paper and fold it up into a triangle. Then you want to take the right corner and fold it down into a triangle. And it should appear something like this. And there you go. You are finished with your first piece of paper. Moving on to the second piece of paper, all you need to do is repeat these steps. So you start with folding it into thirds. Then what you want to do is fold the left corner up into a triangle. After doing that, fold the right corner of the piece of paper down into a triangle. Now, place one piece of paper on top of the other, forming a cross. Starting at the bottom, fold the triangles into the center, and continue doing this in a clockwise direction. It should look something like this. With the last triangle, all you need to do is tuck it into the pocket and slide it in. And there you go, you have created your first tile. Make a few more so you can play the game. The object of the game is to throw down a tile and try to flip over the tiles on the floor. Here, each player has 4 tiles on the floor, and they are playing to see who can get all of their tiles flipped over first. Thank you for watching, and have fun playing.
Yutnori is a traditional board game that has been played in Korea for thousands of years. It is most specially played during Korea's most important holidays, Lunar New Year and Chuseok. Playing Yutnori was seen as an opportunity for family and community bonding, as it is a game that can be played by many people of all ages at once. Yutnori was played as an expression of hope for an abundant harvest in the fall, as well as an opportunity to celebrate with lots of laughter. The popularity of this game and its importance to Korean culture still remains in modern Korean society. Yutnori has undergone several changes over the centuries, but today we're going to be talking about how it is played in modern times. To play the game Yutnori, you will need to have these pieces. First, you will need a game board called a 말판. Many Yutnori game packs will come with one, but you can also make your own. Today, we've just printed off a free game board that we found online, but you can also make the game board as big as you would like, as long as it can hold all of the game pieces. The board consists of 4 straight lines and 2 diagonal ones that go through the middle. Each line has 5 spaces. The 말판 also has a home space. This is where all pieces will begin and end in the game. Next are the most important pieces of the game. These are the yut sticks. They are also called 창작윷 in Korean. 창작윷 are 4 small wooden sticks with 1 curved side and 1 flat side. The yut sticks act as the dice for the game, and they will determine how many spaces you can move for each turn. Lastly, you will need game pieces. We call these 말 in Korean, which means horse. Each team will need 4 pieces. The only rule is that each team's pieces need to be distinguishable from each other. Most game packs will come with pieces, but you can also make your own using whatever is around your home, such as coins, buttons, or stones. Today, we are simply using some pieces from a different board game. Now, let's talk about how to play the game Yutnori. There are many different rules and strategies to play Yut, but today we're just going to talk about the very basics. Yutnori is played by 2 teams who take turns throwing the yut sticks and moving their pieces. There is no limit on the size of each team, so they can be as big or as little as you'd like, and this is why it's a family favorite, because everyone can play together. When it is your team's turn, a player will throw the 4 yut sticks into the air, and they will land on the ground. How many spaces you move your pieces is determined by how the yut sticks fall on the floor. Each combination has a different name. If the sticks fall with only 1 flat side up, this is called 도, meaning pig, and your team can move 1 space. If the sticks fall with 2 flat sides up, it's called 개, meaning dog, and your team can move 2 spaces. If the sticks fall with 3 flat sides up, it's called 걸, meaning sheep, and your team can move 3 spaces. If the sticks fall with all sides up, it's called yut, meaning cow, and your team can move 4 spaces. The most special combination is when the sticks fall with all of their flat sides down and their curved sides up. This is called 모, meaning horse, and your team gets to move 5 spaces. If your team throws a yut or a 모, then you also get to have another turn. On every turn, your team can choose to move 1 game piece around the board. There are many routes that you can take around the board. There is no specific path that you must take. The only goal is that you try to get each of your pieces around the board and back to home base. If your game piece lands on the same space as the other team's, then the other team's piece must go all the way back to the beginning. If your game piece lands on the same space as another one of your pieces, they can form a group and travel together. But remember, if the other team lands on the same space as one of your groups, then all of those pieces have to go back to the start. The first team to get all of their pieces around the board and back home is the winner of the game. So now that you know how to play the Korean game yutnori, you can challenge all of your friends and family to a game yourself. If you would like to play, you can buy a game pack online, or you can just make your own like we did. However you choose to play, we hope that you'll have a blast and introduce more people to this fun family game. On behalf of my family and all of us at the Gateway Korea Foundation, we wish you
Happy Chuseok!
누가 수저 너를 아홉 아이 작은 그 수저 여러 개 버릇 가만히 너를 생기 여러 개 너를 벌써 수저 죽겠다
Once upon a time, there were two brothers, Nolbu and Hungbu. Nolbu was rich but greedy. Hungbu was poor but generous. One day, Hungbu found a sparrow with a broken leg. He helped the bird and took it into his house. The bird got better and flew away. Later, the sparrow brought 3 gourd seeds to Hungbu. He planted them and the gourds became so big that when Hungbu cut them open, a lot of gold coins came out. His brother Nobu heard the story and he also wanted the gold coins. So he found a sparrow and broke its leg. The poor bird flew away and later brought 3 gourd seeds. The seeds grew and Nobu cut them open. Suddenly the devil came out and started beating Nobu. Nobu learned a lesson that he shouldn't be greedy.
A long time ago, there was a man named Hwanung, who was the son of the Lord of the Skies, Hwanin. Hwanung yearned to live on Earth among the mountains and valleys. With Hwanin's permission, Hwanyang, along with 3,000 followers and the ministers of wind, rain, and clouds, descended to a mountain. There he taught the humans about morals, laws, agriculture, and medicine. One day, a tiger and bear approached Hwanyang, praying to him that they might become human. Hwanyang says, if you stay in a cave out of the sunlight, eating only garlic and mugwort, for 100 days, your prayers shall be granted. The tiger and bear agree and enter the cave. After 20 days, the tiger grows bored and leaves, but the bear is patient. After 100 days, Hwanyang returns, keeping his promise, and transforms the bear into a beautiful woman named Ungyo. Ungyo is grateful but lonely, so she prays beneath a birch tree for a child. Moved by her desire, Hwanyang marries Ungyo, and they have a son they name Dangun. As time passes, Dangun ascends to the throne, becoming the first king of what is now known as Chuseok.